Hey there and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we will solve another tricky SQL interview question. So we are given a theater seat booking table. So that is the table which we are given. Now the theater management want to identify the instances where at least 3 consecutive seats were booked together by the same customer in a single show. Now we have to write a SQL query to find the customers who have booked at least 3 consecutive seats for the same show. So that is the requirement. For that, we have already created a table which is the seat booking table. Let us query the table and see what is the schema. Select star from seat bookings, execute, and we have a seat booking table which has got booking ID which is the primary key for that particular table. Then show ID, customer ID, seat number and booking date. And from this table, we have to identify the customers who have booked at least 3 consecutive seats for the same show. Now for that, I have created the expected output also in Excel so that it is easy for us to identify the logic which we are going to use in order to get the required output. So here is the same table which we now show in SSMS. And this is the expected output. And when we compare the input table and the expected output table, we can see that corresponding to customer ID 101, he is booking seat number 5, 6 and 7 on the same day, which is 01, 7, 2099. So these are 3 consecutive seats and the customer ID should be appearing in the final output, that is 101. And when we go through customer ID 102, we can see that he is booking only 2 consecutive seats, that is 10 and 11, but on the same day for the same show ID. But since the condition is not satisfied, customer ID 102 will not be part of the final output. Now coming to customer ID 103, we can see that he is booking seat number 15, 16, 17 and 18 on the same day, which is 01, 07, 2099 and for the same show ID. So 103 should also be part of the final output. So in our final output, we should have a column that is customer ID and the corresponding customer ID who is booking 3 consecutive seats, that is at least 3 consecutive seats for the same show ID and same booking date. Now let us go back to SSMS and see how we can obtain the output using SQL. Now we will start with select close and we will select all the required columns. Select. Now the first column which we require will be the show ID. Now the second column will be customer ID. Third column will be seat number. Fourth column will be booking date. Now we are going to make use of the window function. Identify the next 2 seats corresponding to a particular record. For that, we are going to make use of the window function lead. That is lead, open and close parenthesis, and the first argument will be the expression based on which we are going to calculate the lead value. So it will be seat number, and second will be offset. Here, first expression, the offset will be 1, and the third will be by default value that should be appearing in the output when there are no valid result. Now we will write an overclose over open and close parenthesis, and the partition will be based on show ID and booking date and also customer. Here, even if we are not partitioning the result based on show ID and booking date, we will be getting the same result. But in real life scenarios, we should be writing the partition in such a way that we should be thinking there will be more show ID and there will be more booking date. So make sure when we write the partition by close, we should be including show ID and booking date. That is partition by show ID, comma, booking date, comma, and third will be based on customer ID. Customer ID. Now write the order by close, and order by will be based on seat number. That is seat number which will be in ascending order, and this will be the next seat. And the column name that we are going to here is seat number 1. Seat number 1. Now similarly we have to write another expression to calculate the seat which is 2 seat next to the current seat. So for that, copy the same function, paste it here. Now the expression will be changed such that lead function will be having offset as 2 instead of 1. So we will be getting the record which is 2 records away from the current seat number. and the column name will be changed to seat number 2. Now we have to write the from clause. From the table is seat bookings. Execute, and we will be getting 2 additional column. Execute, and we have 2 additional column which is created, that is seat number 1 and seat number 2. Now when we compare the seat number column with the seat number 1 and seat number 2, we can easily identify what is the next seat corresponding to seat number, or what is the seat which was booked by that particular customer 2 seats away from the current seat. So it will be 5, 6 and 7. These are the 3 consecutive seat booked by customer 101. Now we will place this query inside a CTE with T1 as open and close parenthesis, write a select star from T1. Now we have to write a where clause where we are comparing the seat number with the seat number 1 column and seat number 2. So for that, when the difference between seat number and seat number 1 column is 1, we can say that these two are consecutive seats. Then when the difference between seat number 1 column and seat number 2 column is 1, we can say that seat number 1 and seat number 2 are also 2 consecutive seats. Similarly, we can obtain the records for which the customer has booked 3 or more consecutive seats. So here we will write the where condition, where seat number 1 minus seat number, place this inside a parenthesis, should be equal to 1. And the second condition will be and open and close parenthesis, seat number 2 minus seat number 1 should also be equal to 1. Then we can say that the 3 seats are consecutive and the customer has booked 3 consecutive seats with respect to a show ID and on the same booking date. Execute, and we have the records corresponding to the condition which we have specified. Now in our final output, we only require customer ID. For that, instead of star, we will specify the customer ID column. Now execute, and we have customer ID 101 and 103 appearing 2 times. So in order to overcome that, we will write a distinct here. Distinct customer ID. Now we have obtained output or the customer ID for which customer is booking 3 or more consecutive seats on the same booking day and for the same show ID. Now when we compare it with the expected output, we can see that we have obtained the same output, which is customer ID 101 and 103. This is one method of solving the query. There are different methods to solve the same question. Try some different method and comment the solution if you have some interesting method. The DDL and DML to create the table will be available in the description. You can copy that and create the table. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more. Thank you.